Okay, so why statistics in decision science, right? Statistics helps us to have evidence-based insights. So if you want to carry out any experiment, you always use statistics to get that good insight and to be able to conclude, right? Because of this, we have this. Then it also helps us to mitigate any risk, right? As you know that there are always risks, right? Is it to do something or not to do something? But if you employ statistics, you will have what is called fact from figure. You'll be able to derive a fact from figure. Not that you're just doing random thought. Right? I just think that if you do like this, it will go like this, right? Our economy is not stable because they are not employing statistics in their decision making. The statistics also helps us to optimize resource allocation, right? So if you have, like, for example, now we have abundance of resources, but the resources is not being equally distributed because they are not employing statistics to make all these decisions. Of course, we have this scope of statistics, which is descriptive statistics. All of you can use a Power BI, right? So what you are doing there is called descriptive statistics, where you are using charts and figures, right, to present your data sets. Then we also have what's called predictive statistics. Okay, we have what is called causal analysis. This is where we are looking at, okay, phenomena that is causing or effect of something based on another thing, right? You always hear that correlation is not what? What do you say? It's not what? Causation, right? Because X and Y are highly correlated does not mean that X causes Y to behave in that manner. So let's go into the branches of statistics. Broadly speaking, we have two branches of statistics. We have descriptive and what? Inferential. Inferential statistics. So I've discussed what they are in the other slide. So then, you can't just say that for this project, I will just do descriptive statistics. Your findings may not be scientific, right, until you move into inferential statistics. So when you are now doing the synergy between the two, that is where we now have this synergy. Now we are moving into population and sample. As I said before, we don't always have access to the population. Why? Because it's so costly. So all of you here, you are so brilliant, but you are not the only brilliant in Nigeria, are you? But what they did is to maybe do sampling, right, based on your performances. And that was why you are here. So population is the complete set of all individuals, or what we call the point of interest, right? Point of interest. Now, what is sample? Sample is the subset of this population. You are the subset of the people that are good in data science. That is why you are here. So I can see that we have a lot of people here. Then we can see that Nigeria has what? Future, right? Because we have many people that can, analyze data. They can do so many things. So 2 weeks ago, we were in Rwanda. So about 25 people in Nigeria were selected, right, to go and participate in the Lama 3.2 hackathon. And we give God all the glory. Nigeria came second and I think 7th or 8th out of 20 groups. So, all right, thank you so much. We have what is called sampling techniques or sampling methods. There are a lot of sampling techniques, but the common ones are what is called simple random sampling. And also we have what's called stratified random sampling. Simple random sampling is that, for example, now let's say I want to give the best student here, sorry, I'm calling you student, the best learner here, let's say 1 million naira, right? Everybody has equal chance of being selected. So that is what's called random sampling. Then we have stratified sampling. So in stratified sampling, what they always do there is that they have to create a subgroup, right? For example, now about 3 sessions are currently going now, right? This is session 2. one is there, one is there, right? So after they create what is called subgroup, then each member of that subgroup must be well represented when they are doing the sampling. You get it now? Maybe maybe a male or female here in this group must be well represented, not that they only take a female and they will not take the male that is here. In statistics, we have what is called parameter and statistic. What I'm showing you now, right? If you are doing interview, you may likely be hacked. It's not because they don't know that you don't know it, but they want to see that you really know it, because we must apply statistics when making decisions. I work in a company, 54 Gene, even though it was closed down now. But if they want to recruit, we set some statistical questions for you. If you cannot pass it, then you will not be selected. Yes, even though you are very good in machine learning, you are good in AI, but want to know that you can work with sample, because we don't have money to recruit all the patients in Nigeria. So we need to just do sample. So, but if you don't know the process of sampling, then you'll be wasting our money. Okay, good. So what is parameter? Parameter is what is called characteristic of a population, right? Characteristic of a population. And we have parameters such as population mean, which is represented as mu, right? Then we also have what is called population standard deviation, which is being denoted as sigma, okay? Then we have what is called statistic. In my school, if you say statistics, then it is called 0, right? But me, I was now wondering, why are they scoring us 0? When we're still at level, right? People that were getting, A, started getting B, C, D, notations matters, right? So what is statistics? Just like we define parameter to be a relation. Statistics is also a characteristic of a sample, right? And we have some statistics for sample, such as sample mean, which we denote as what? X bar, right? Remember your mathematics, X bar. And we also have what is called sample standard deviation, which we denote as what? Not sigma. S, not SG. If you are in statistics, it's called 0. We don't say SD. What do you call it? S, yes, just small s, right? And we have what is called estimator. So all those things we are getting, the value we are getting from the statistic is what we call estimator. For example, the sample mean is an estimator for the population mean. So I don't want to bore you. How many hours do we still have left? 1 hour, right? I don't want to spend 20 minutes here. Why I'm doing theoretical part is because somebody can ask you to help him analyze the data set, right? And maybe they want to publish it in a Q1 journal. So even though you are very brilliant, but you cannot express it, they always call it, do it in APA format. You cannot do it in APA format, then your paper will be rejected. I can't count the number of papers they've rejected that do not even get published. So please don't play with statistics. We have what is called hypothesis testing. Hypothesis testing, what is it? It's just a claim regarding the parameter of one or more populations, right? For example, I can just say that, okay, the number of let's say that Nigeria has a very good scientist that maybe we have up to like 50 million, right? 50 million. That is my claim, that the number of artificial intelligence practitioners in Nigeria are 50 million. Then we start carrying the data set, right? We start collating data sets, start counting people. Are you a AI practitioner? Yes, no, yes, no. And started combining those things together. Then from there, we state our hypothesis. We look at the test that we likely use. You see a t-test, you see a z-test, you see ANOVA. Last week, I even got around, I think, $100 just to help somebody analyze ANOVA data, something that doesn't take me 5 minutes, and I got that $100. Can you imagine? No. Besides. What I would like you to know is to focus on these statistics. Let's focus on it, right? So, and I can show you, I will show you the evidence, right? So, steps in conducting statistical hypothesis. Number one is that you have to formulate your hypothesis. What is your experiment all about? What is the claim? Then you determine what is called confidence level. And the most common confidence level in statistics is what? No, it's not p-value. It's what? 0. What? 0.05. Yes, thank you. But in clinical science, they use 0.01. Why? Because if out of 100, 5 people died, is that a good one? You are they call it drug discovery. You are trying to create a drug. So out of 100 people that took that drug, 5 people died. Is that a good drug? so that is it. Then after that, you now select a statistical test that is likely useful for that experiment. Then you analyze the data set, you interpret the result, and you conclude. So we have the following statement of hypothesis. In statistics, we have 2 types of hypotheses. The first one is the null hypothesis, which is being denoted as what? HO. Then we have alternative hypothesis, denoted as what? H1. Thank you so much. And what is null hypothesis? Null hypothesis is saying that there is no what? Significant difference. Male and female are the same. Right? God made us equal, right? But the alternative hypothesis is saying that no, God did not make us equal. But, then we need to carry out the data. Let's collect the data to now test whether God made us equal. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm using that example. God made us equal, I believe. I support women a lot. Okay. So, then you apply the statistical test. Is it ANOVA test? Is it a t-test? Is it MANOVA test? Is it ANCOVA test? And many more, right? Statistics is so boring. You can be what do you call it? Self-employed with statistics. Okay, I remember when I was in NYSC, the money I got when I was doing NYSC, in fact, no, I'm just looking at all those our NYSC now. How much have you saved? They'll tell you. No, they are giving us like 3,000 naira. Can't you use what you learn in school to do something? My first paper, I helped a PhD student that time, to help her analyze our data set. And my name was in that paper. From there, I started writing papers, started making money, helping people to do research in Nigeria, analyze data set, in abroad, help them to analyze data set. So when I'm doing interview, if they ask me, have you worked in UK before? I say, yes. Of course, yes, I've worked with clients in UK everywhere. Just because I know that even though that time I've not left Nigeria, but I have the UK standard knowledge, right? Which I believe that if you are also studying more statistics, you too will be able to fly like that. Okay, then we have what is called p-value. So what is p-value? So before the advent of computer, we always use what is called critical level, right? It could be alpha, it could be alpha value based on the direction of the hypothesis. But now we are using p-value. The computer will give you the result of p-value, then you now compare the p-value to what? Yeah, it's less than the alpha level, the signal level. Then you do what?
You check them.
You what? You reject the null hypothesis. No, thank you so much. We never say we accept the null hypothesis. Okay. You will never see a judge saying that this person is innocent. No. What they will tell you is that we don't have the evidence. Look at Bobrisky, for example. Okay, don't let me go there. Okay. But we don't have the evidence to say that she did not do what? Yeah? Okay. So let's move into the most critical point of interest here, correlation and regression. I have a guy, you all know him, Oyinboke, do you know him? Yeah. We went to the same school, we gathered together, have the same first class in the same university at the same year. Oyinboke told us that there was a client who wanted to analyze data set, just chi-square. Do you know the amount that Oyinbo collected from that client? $1,000. Yeah, just $1,000. Something that even my baby can analyze it, right? Can you see? So sometimes God wants to bless you, but God will ask you, what do you have? See the way. He did not dupe the person. Okay, how much is it? $1,000. Okay, no problem. And the guy collected the money. Can you see? Yes, it's possible, right? It's possible. Okay, so we have correlation. What is correlation? Correlation is the degree of linear relationship between what? Between two or more variables, right? Right. And we have two methods of calculating correlation. We have what is called what do you call it? Spearman correlation, and we have what is called Pearson correlation. The difference between the two is that this Pearson is used when the two variables are normally distributed, right? And when we use the Spearman when we have a rank ordered data. Madam, explain the difference between Pearson and Spearman. You don't know. Okay, I will ask you in the exam. All right. Another name for Pearson correlation is what we call product moment correlation. Okay, good. Let's go. So, what do you say? Any question? The top formula. When the data is not normally distributed, when we have ordered data, you get it now. For example, now we are correlating the position in class with the income of the parents. Can you see? Position is not, it's just like it's discrete, it's not continuous. So in that case, you are going to use the and then the Pearson correlation is what's called parametric test. The other one is called non-parametric test, right? So let's note. Let me bore you with statistics. Then we have regression analysis. Everybody knows regression, right? Yeah. If you don't know regression, can you do like this? Regression analysis. Okay, I believe everybody knows it, right? You know, you have classification model and what? Regression model, right? So you are doing regression when the what? The label is what? Continuous. And you are using classification when the label is what? Discrete. What do you say? Discrete, right? Categorical, right? Okay, good. Then we have this concept called t-test, right? We have one sample t-test, and one sample t-test is used to see if the mean is significant, right? If the population mean is significant, maybe it's equal to that exactly number that we put there, right? Then we have what is called sample t-test. In sample t-test, we are checking if the difference between the means are the same or they are not. Then we have peer t-test. This one, for example, now we want to understand your intelligence. before you came to bootcamp and after you came to bootcamp, are you still the same person? Bro, are you still the same person? Have you gotten 2 or more connections? If you have not gotten any new number, new connection, then you are supposed not to be here. Then we have analysis of variance. Most people in biological sciences, they always use ANOVA. So if you master ANOVA very well, you can be catching running, right? So ANOVA is called analysis of variance. This is where you are testing whether the means between, when you have groups that are more than 2, right? When you have groups that are just 2, for example, you are testing the income of male and female to see whether females are getting more salary than male. That way, you are going to use which test? The test. But when you are not saying, when you are comparing whether Yoruba, Igbo, or Hausa, maybe Yoruba is more intelligent than all of them, or Igbo are very smarter than all of them. So in that case, which one will you use? Oh, sorry, and Hausa is more than all of them. So which test will you use? ANOVA. Okay. One of the beauty of statistics is that we always do assumptions, right? And those assumptions, you must know it offhand. One of them is that they must have equal variance. If their variance is not equal, then you can't use parametric test. In that case, you will use non-parametric test. And the non-parametric test of ANOVA is called what? Kruskal-Wallis test, right? So when you analyze your data set, computer will give you this table, right? This is where you have the group, that is your point of focus. It could be a treatment, and then you use that formula. Don't worry about the formula, computer will give you the results. And then we are done with the theoretical part. Okay, we have this case study of children autism. Right, this is a global, global experiment, right? We have countries like Nigeria, UK, America, and other countries in the globe, right? You can get a data set from the cargo, or don't worry, don't print yourself. If you click on CSV, it will download data for you automatically, even if you don't have internet. If you click on Excel, you get data set in Excel. So, okay. So if you are following R programming, just go to your R studio, right? Can we do it together? So I have my R studio here. Just before the R studio, just go to your desktop, right? You can just maybe create a folder, call it maybe Bootcamp, whatever, and then download that data set into it. The same thing with Python. Open your VS Code or open your Jupyter Lab notebook, right? Put the data into the directory and start writing the code. So we have data dictionary. So data dictionary is data upon data, right? If you are an analyst and they gave you data set to work on, you can't just jump into the data set and start working. The first thing to do is to explore the data set. So what are the variables? What are their names? Okay. Do we have any missing values? Do we have inconsistencies in the data set? So you begin to examine it and then get the variable definition. You know, when they are saying score, okay, is it a score? What is it? Is it the score in mathematics or score in what? So you cannot see that. We create what is called light box in this material. So if you cannot see it clearly, just click on it. So it will open the light box for you. You can see the light box, and then you can also click here to go back. So the score is just like a numeric value obtained from the standard test for the autism. And then you have score 2, which is the alternative score, right? You have age, the age of the children, the cost, that is the cost of testing if the child is autistic or not in pounds, right? You have the ethnicity, you have a jaundice, autism, maybe their family have the history of autism, residence, the country of residence, relation, that is who completed the test for the child, who brought the child into the laboratory for the test, and then the autism, whether the child has autism or not. So if you use autism as the label, so what kind of method, machine learning method can we use for this data set? Classification. So which model will you likely use? Name base. Okay. Statistic regression, right? Very simple. Yeah. Although it's very simple, but it is known to have a low maybe accuracy, right? Except if you compare many models, right? You can now see that logistically perform better than that. So we have a theorem which I try to prove. They call it no freedom theorem. Who has ever heard the theorem before? No freedom theorem. Who has ever heard it before? So nobody? My God. Please and please don't make the same mistake. Don't just focus on the computer. Don't just focus on the library. Make sure you understand the mathematics behind this. Right? Imagine I'm interviewing you now and I ask you, have you heard about no freedom theorem? I will not recruit you. Okay, so you are correct. So you can use a classification, any classification model, yeah. But it's always good to compare many models. That's what no theorem is saying, that the best method for a particular problem may perform worse in the other problem. So it is good to compare different models, both linear, non-linear, both parametric, non-parametric, right? And the one that gives you the better result is the best algorithm. And I'm sure that tomorrow we have Mr. and Mrs. algorithm, right? Yes. Yeah. Is it today? Tomorrow. So if any of my participants here, okay, got the award of Mr. or Mr. Algorithm, I'm giving you recharge card of 10,000 naira. Woo! If any, what do you say? It's not, I will give you cash, 10,000 naira. Transfer. Please, Gideon, yes, camera them. Yes. So that no one in the other class will not say, oh, I was there. Okay. What, sir? Okay, so as I said, we have Python and R. So what you just do is just click on whenever you see snake, that is Python. Whenever you see this blue circle, that is R. So just click either of the two and start doing your analysis. So the good thing about R programming is that if you copy this code and you put it and you run it and you have internet, it will automatically install those packages for you. Okay, but in Python, you have to find your way out. Okay, so data processing. When you get data set, right? Remember we are doing statistics and its application, right? So we need to inspect data sets. We need to do a lot of data processing. Data processing is very hard, and no class will teach you fully. So you have to, read many books to see different kind of techniques you can use to process your data set. When you get data set, you open it, you start working with it, you start examining it. Is there any error? Is there any comma where there's supposed not to be a comma? Is there what do you call it, missing values? Is there many things? Just start asking yourself questions based on the data set. But if you look at the data set that we have, you will see that okay, this is a clean data set. If you look at this data set, You can see under the ethnicity, we don't know why, maybe database just post what do you call it, quotation for every character. Can you see? So all these ones are not useful. You have to remove them, find a way to remove them. And then what other thing do we have? The same thing in resident, you can see United Kingdom is also having that code. So you have to find a way to remove it. And this one, you can see the no. All the letters are being represented in their capital letters. So you have to find a way maybe to standardize it. Maybe it will be capital N, small o. I want to ask you one question. If you are given a data set, tell me like 4 different kind of techniques you can use to clean that data set. And tell me the library that you will use. This, madam. If you don't answer me, I will remove 50 marks from your score. Oh yeah, please. You have a data set. Just give me like five kind of techniques you can use to clean data set and the library that you likely use. It could be in Python, it could be in R. Oyana, hello. Just say something. Your boyfriend will not be happy with that. You can't say anything now. Okay, the guy is watching us on. Watching us on the Zoom. Oh. The guy will not be happy. Oh, that, oh my God, and I put all my money on you. Okay. Okay. So this is where we are importing the packages that we have installed. Okay, so here we are doing data processing. If you read the instruction here, so we try to remove all the extraneous white spaces, all the apostrophes found in data sets. Then this is where we now have the clean data set, right? And good thing is that this thing, everything here, I did it in R programming. Can you see? This website was also built in R programming. So there are many things you can do with R programming. So, okay, so the question is that produce a plot showing the relative proportion of children residing in Australia, Germany, Italy, and India. Provide comment on your visualization and suggest alternative plots that could represent this data. Noting its advantages, there is no need to create the alternative plots. Can you see? You see, if you want to get a job, right, they will likely give you a case study. You are being trained to develop machine learning, to get a good prediction, but the case study that you likely be given, it will come like this. It will come like the way you are preparing. It's not like a case study, I will give you in the time. I remember when I was in DSN, before we get to either, before we give you internship or we recruit you, we pass through case study. Very difficult. Okay, that's why you got to answer all these things. So, if you look at the Python code, you see the way we answer it. And if you look at the R code, you see the way we answer it. Okay. All right. So you can see, and we put all of those in there. But where I'm likely going is where we are doing statistical hypothesis testing. Now look at task 3, right? Look at task 3. So you are asked that is the mean score different for children with autism compared to those without autism using a significant level of 0.05. So this one here. So what we said I would like you to use. Madam, you don't know. You know, you have to know. Yeah, which said we like to Hello. Hello. Yeah, that one. This question. This one here. Then there. I'm sure it's not here. I'm sure it's not here. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah? Yeah, I think I got right. I think I got it. It's good. Means I want one money, one right? But how do you make right when they were talking to me, right? When it's time for us to do something, we do. To master everything. Imagine the knowledge now today. I'm part of the church. I want to know. Okay, so I will want to question. When we are done, when we are done. So you can see that we have the non-application and the application. So everything about that can be what I mean. And let me show you the work I did that gave me $100 within 5 minutes. Yeah, within 5 minutes. I'm looking for Steven. This is it. Okay. Now I want to test you all. So let me show you how the information will come in, right? And how you likely analyze such a data set. Are you ready? Yes. Yes. Okay. This is the information given. Can you see? Can you see now? Number one, the person you cannot see him, right? They only provided you with the instruction. There is no zoom to say, okay, what do you mean by what do you mean by Baba or what is there? So you do on your own because the reason why the guy gave to you is because he doesn't do what? Imagine I'm giving you money. You are still asking me, should we use my cover up and over? Oh, sister. I will just say, you are not serious. I'm giving you such an amount of money. And even when that, we don't have time. That was when we were doing competition, right? We don't have time. And when you see money, you are thinking, this madam now, I ask her, what else? If I say I'm really want to tell her now, that thing will just come automatically, right? It come automatically. Okay. So this instruction we were given. This instruction we were given. I was given either. Okay. And because of my statistical knowledge, right, I was able to answer it. Are you ready? Yes. I will tell you how I did it. Of course, I didn't have time to start revising my number of whatever. Right? Yesterday, my friend taught you how to do statistics, right? Yesterday, you don't know. You don't know, guys. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. I was listening when the guy was teaching you. I was listening. I was listening. Of course, that you has come to take away our jobs. It's not a call. It's not a call. ChatGPT has come to take away you, madam. Yes, they have come. Yes. ChatGPT has come to replace you. Yes, yes. I did a project. I did a project for one of the international organizations, right? And from the beginning to the end, I was using ChatGPT. Yes, because Okay, now if I have a problem, like who can I call? Who will I call? If you call me, I will say, if I spend 5 minutes with you, the next thing is that, okay, because if you order money, right, we have to share it, so not be so. Not be so. But when you understand the theory, you will know how to do prompt engineering. You will know how to have skills. Okay, so now let's see how we did the work now here. Okay, so we did it right. I did this the old version that I gave it to him. Can you see? How many pages? And on the this money is so you said so you need to buy the right. And that's the money, right? Okay, so look at the way we did it, right? Right. But one thing is that if you put it in other interview, you will not get this kind of result. The former vice of University of Learning, who happens to be the registrar of exams, said that the lecturers and students will not use statistics. Why? Because statistics will take away your creativity. You're not able to think again. That's what he said. Go and do it. And he's right. He said that those people that can use ChatGPT are those people that have really what? It's people that are smart than you. That's it. Yes, now. People that already know. Because we do if you write an essay, I will know you ChatGPT. But if I use ChatGPT, you can never know. I'm not supposed to write. If I use ChatGPT, you never know. But if you use ChatGPT, I will know. Especially if you are very good in that form. Right? That's you are good. That's you are good. So now I can give this standard to play. And let's see if you can see my plus. Let's see if you're able to do what we put here together. Okay, you can see we have this is the APA format, of course, for doing the analysis. Right? You have the multivariate test where we are using with lambda, right? And you can see the result. Okay, you can see the individual test, right? And at the end, we put the limitation here. Right? One of the problems is that one of the dependent variables is a linear transformation of other variables. But if you study statistics, you not going to solve that problem. The Python and the R will be giving you an error. But something is going wrong. We have what's called multicollinearity in statistics. So we can define what multicollinearity is. Wait for that. Let's go. When what? When what? When two independent variables are highly correlated. Just like you have age and you have age squared. So we are highly correlated. And if you put that in your model, then you don't know what you are doing. And you have got the problem of multicollinearity. So can you see what happened here? The guy, I put it in this something for the guy, right? The guy was trying to include the total dependent variables into the model, right? And I tried to say that no, we have an error of rank because there is a problem of linear what you call it linear combination. Can you see? Right. And the good thing is that even after this result, the guy gave me extra $20. He gave me that's how God will give me money. Yeah. Madam, That sound of the giving God. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah. Are you ready? Yeah. Okay. We are done with the material. Thank you for this. Okay. Okay, so based on what we have here, check everything. After asking questions. Because I'm not following. I think I'm doing here. Which way? The code are not running. The scrolls they are not doing. Okay, so we have about 6 questions. So go through each of the questions and then let me know the one to understand. I know that. Okay. You understand everything? No. So which one? Zero. Why zero? No, use your computer. I did it for yesterday. All the night. No. I did everything from scratch yesterday. Throughout the night. Using how I'm going together. Very hard. I'm serious. So if I spend all my time and don't really don't understand, I'm trying. And that I don't have time. But I was like, I'm coming here to come and show statistics and what we can get from statistics. I'm not here to show myself, right? But what can we do for statistics? How can we apply statistics? Let's do it. Yeah. For our programming, they have a lot of books, and I can tell you, but for Python, I think they have a lot of material. Just like I did this three languages like we are learning languages. For example, if you go to France now, you suffer. If you go to Paris, you suffer. But if you go to America, you enjoy. If you go to UK, Netherlands, you enjoy. Because they are speaking your language, But if you go to France, go to Cameroon, you will suffer. The bottle water are supposed to sell for you maybe $100, $1. They can sell it for $8. So you don't have to speak French. So the good thing is that when you master Python, before it gets to the then or when night before it's actually left by yeah. When I said that you go around you might be passport get lost along the way. It will suffer because they can't speak English. Most of them, yeah. Imagine I working with me and you say you cannot have. You know that the thing was right. If you live in conflict another conflict, if you are using Python, I can see things. If you are using HAL, I can see things. You get it now. And there was a project I did for UN, right? Our exam project in the UN. We were using Python, And got to a point, you could not extract the pixels from the data data. You have to look into how. If I don't know how, you know that back to control. I'm not saying that. I'm only saying that you know I checked when you are becoming food, right? Before it's too what? Before I said about it, before it's too late. For example, now I work with Ministry of Agriculture here in Netherlands. They use Python. I did work for them for 1 year. If I don't know Python, they will put me on the project. Now, Elijah, are you hearing? For example, content Excel. So the content in Excel, right? Every time we are extremely content. We have to for Excel now, we have the add-on of Excel for statistics. I can help you to analyze detail, score, and over, and depending on what you learn, you are going to Google, say Google, how do I do it in Excel, and you check out how do I do it. We are not in the abundance of knowledge, right? Knowledge is everywhere, right? You can very very good also. If anybody comes to you, please Google, you can start. A doctor will confirm that yeah. If somebody is saying now, we don't have any medical, most people go and say to that. The library I use the yeah, that's the situation. Like I show all the grades. You want to that does not have any value, you know, have anything like not to give official idea. You can also say that you need to back to give the data of so next question again. Hello. Oh, great. Hello. One class is asking the question, how did I get to this? So if is African Institute for Mathematical Science, so this is a place where the knowledge mathematics will go higher, the knowledge in physics will go higher, and knowledge in what is in programming will go higher. So my friend it's not less and then in it, if you give me two scholars, either government scholarship or the private scholarship. But based on your CV and your experience, we determine the kind of scholarship we give you. If you are given a master class scholarship, then you give a master class scholarship for them. And the money is also higher than the other. Then your mathematical background and you're giving back to the community. Yeah. We have what we call selective distribution. So who can explain what the distribution is? In statistics, we have net distribution, we have distribution, we have Z distribution, we have geometry, we have normal distribution. So who can define what the distribution is? Hello, madam. Can you explain the front of geometry distribution? It's saying that you have to try, but you have a problem. Okay? The number of trials before a success. For example, you are looking for a KPI, right? You can try 5 times, you have accident, and the sixth one will be a new one. Some people not be lucky, they continue until they say, oh, I'm giving up. Right? So if you try to apply for something and you don't get that one, try again. Try again. Add more to it again. Give back to the community. Many of us in Nigeria, we don't give back to the community, right? And you think that it's the same for the government. It's not possible. It's not possible that you back to the community. Don't worry. Like me now, give back to the community. You are giving back. Yeah. In our programming, I have two families I created by myself. In Python, I have a family that contributes so when I apply, this will get me the first time I applied for either bank or I was selected because of what I could do. And then The thing was because of the education with like accommodation, the new game was if anything happens, they take care of it. So you don't have so the government of the country, I also sponsor for people. But you are being by them, you know how that price. I thought it was sponsored by people. And that Africa, hello, please, anyone again? Are we going to go in that now? Okay, because, yes. Hello. So this is Madam. So you need to okay. I'm here. But only is good. And it's saying what's not fine. So as the analyst, using Python programming, what are you to do? So the end question. Yes. What kind of that's the good question, though. Hello, you have a question? You have a question? What is it? Let us know when you know what's going on. Eh? Madam, you have a question? What if I use an account? What is it? What is it? Hello? Huh? You can't. All right, so I said one thing. Looking for software instruments that are self-experience and but what now? Control that functional but one thing is that those knowledge, right, are not wasted. There are some big companies that will not allow you to use open source. Yeah. Example, everybody. I was the one that brought Python and how to everybody. Why? Because I want them to use our salaries. When I saw the budget for our department and I saw the amount they were paying for healthcare, I was doing the wages. What if you are paying like $2,100 every quarter for healthcare? I'm going to use it. Okay, then I remember when I was in January, we were taken to data office, right? So people are still they are not, you know, whatever you know, you want to know. Yeah. Whatever you know, you want to know. Why I don't like Excel is because of the graphics. You have to be, you have to start, you know, you have to start separating. Otherwise, when you establish madam, people don't know how to like edit the chat, right? Yeah. And I remember, look at the game. You want to go to knowledge. Oh, I said that if you know Python, it's good, you know, it's thank God. But before it's too late, you open, they also call Julia, right? Hard programming. When I was in Rwanda, I worked with Rwanda government for like 6 months, right? They were using expressions. But it was informed whereby their data was becoming big, right? So they have to say, and data and express do not work again. When you do this, your computer will be behind you. And you know, we just found out that actually a country can start analyzing the government data. If you don't know those Python or R, it's not okay, yes. But I don't know why you're having that. Talking of, I don't know what I'm looking at your data. Okay, any other question? Okay, so before we end this, all right, so you start doing, you have to do some content and if possible, start having all those about science people, the lecturers of the help them from there, we begin to have the knowledge. I wrote something today, if I have started now, you are like I have a lot of people I have but the more you are doing that, the more you, yeah, and then bringing that. And then, I get money. Okay. Thank you so much. Right. It's not good to be a student forever. It's not good to be a learner forever, right? Hello. It's not good to be a reader forever. Yes, sir. It's not good to be a learner forever. Yes, sir. But this now maybe God is helping me. Number one, you can write that. Let me tell you my own experience. My first job was from DSN. I did not apply, I did not do any interview, and I worked for them like for maybe 2.5 years or 3 years. I worked in what we want that came in and everybody has to go. That's so it's great, but two words. This is what happened. On Twitter, like articles, I didn't medium, but I just write it. And the Bible just saw everything. I was like, wow. I said, but still talking. Hello, I'm not available for a job. That time, there was a network problem. I'm not getting, I'm asking. I did, but I don't know that the same thing is happening now. I didn't apply. I didn't do any interview.
But what were you doing specially?
Many people don't know how to market market yourself, or okay, look at for example, when I was starting for technology, the guy we did about I passed through about 3 stages. At the third stage, I was meeting the CEO of the and the guy was telling me, yes, we are using Excel. And nobody will think you have to use Excel. So how do you survive if you are working alone and you have to go there? You know what I said? Sir, do you know Excel by I learned from Excel by more than 200 pages. What? And about 5 to 8 students I was selected and the other guy was what are you doing? What are you doing? So just telling yourself, make an impact. Go and teach for free. Write about this. Okay. Hello. Anywhere. For example, I came here now. All the way from my house for free. You get it. But you know what? Something we pay for it. There was what's called our programming championship, right? All over the world, selected young talent. One time I applied, it's just selected. Next time I applied, I was selected. And you know what they gave up for that program? Right? I will not say what to do. So something will be what for something you are doing. Just because from people to knowledge, they can volunteer, volunteer, join community. Yeah. We have Python for community, we have Internet, we have DSN, what do you call it? DSN, AI, membership of the thing. Don't join. And yeah, now what's happening, and nothing will what you want. Don't give up. Yes, I did. Can you believe it? Me, that I have something to present, right? I was still watching Tesla news. That's why the children will want any under benefit. Oh, come on, you have website. So you are thinking just put my name, okay? If I like something for you, will something come up? Yeah. I know you so that is something you can keep it, right? Okay, any question? My name, I don't know. My name. It's my website. Everything I mean is like on my website. Everything. You pay me your principal advisor. So let us. You pay me to create them. Yeah, you can use on that plot, right? So the plot, you see, I have two options. I can give them website. Okay, any questions again? In this life, not in this life. Yes. Look at your friend now, the guy is doing research on space, right? He's also doing self-driving car, right? So, and the guy is also donating money every day, $1 million. You know about that? Tell your friends to do that. Okay, any question again? Okay. It's good. I'm talking, but I also have a lot of challenges. But I also have to, with endurance, practice, prayer, I've been able to resolve many of them. I was not born a programmer. I thought statistics the way everybody thought statistics. When I was in school, we only taught how programming one. And even that how programming, I know the kind of prayer I pray to man. I prayed a lot of prayer to find out programming. And later I got okay. I in Nigeria for my house, right? In school, when you travel, right? But when I come, they gave me the program for my head. Imagine you have been paid to do something, and you now know I'm finding right? So I started learning how to grab into data camp. If you go to the data camp page, you see my name there, right? I got data camp to Nigeria, right? I went, I watched several videos on how I learned books. I learned a lot of books in how to grab it, right? And that's where I am now. But what I'm doing now is that I have read many books, right? So can I recommend something for my people? Can I do something that this person will just read and understand? Then that is what brought about this book now. I'm trying to show my book. Okay. I have a question. Wait, I'm coming. So can you see now? Can you see? So when it comes out, okay, how much? Okay, between you and me, how much can you pay for it? 500. Hello. Between you and me, how much can you pay for it? How many pay? I want to see who giving you. You can start charging to God. Okay. Okay, let's do it. Okay, bro, can you read it? Yeah, read it. Madam, can you come to please stand up and read it for us? Oh yeah, say it louder, please.
Welcome to our programming fundamentals, a lab-based approach by Ezekiel Ogundepo. This book is born out of a passion for teaching and belief in learning by doing. Over the years, I have seen countless students transform their understanding and skills through hands-on experience, and it is this transformative journey that I hope to guide you through in these pages. So I do.
Okay. So, I look at my language. How very simple. But when they teach you how programming, people will not go straight to the point. Yeah. They start teaching you what you don't know. I mean, try start down and do something for you. Wow. How to try it. Okay, you know that I learned in 2018. In that time, many of my thoughts have been on Photoshop. Wow. But I cannot be doing forever. Wait. Number one, open AI gave you 3.5 of the body, right? But now, 4.0 can you for free? Yeah, as they said that next year they are moving from NGO to an enterprise. Yes. If you know what you call financial, you know financial? They want about $30 billion now. So if you are doing something for free, you won't be able to use all your energy to do it. But one thing is that if you want to get money, you have to put your money in something. I get it now.
Yes, sir.
If you compare a student that went to government university and the one that's going to university, different is there. Number one. You know, anytime I remember my undergraduate life, anytime I remember my undergraduate life, I'm always crying. But if I remember my master, hey, it's a way, right? Before the session ends, they will give them all the session to do their if you pay a million like next year, you get shame on me. My prayer is that none of my confidence. And they give you the video and me with the guy like okay, so that is it. We look at the concept of number one. The first chapter is all about getting started to know our programming. Then we look at the data structure. We have talked about vector. Vector in R is a list in Python. Okay, matrix in R is an array in Python. So if you know Python, within 1 week, you know how to program. Yeah. Yes. Because we are in Nigeria, I would say Python. Because as long as you add the value in R, you take just like the that save the law, and you know that God is God. If you don't, the time that God has done that God, it has that's the problem. If you do that now, if you are a project, how that call it? For me, both now and Python and three words. If I want to make up and I have to, right, and it's not doing well. Between you and me, who will be doing I start doing well. The two are doing well. Thank you. Okay, don't worry. If you have a project, you are Python, maybe that you don't use it. Developer or maintainer of the package is not it's not a package, and the package does because uploading. And something in our practical one day. Okay, now the project we're doing and everything. You get it now. All my guys in that parent area, they were using Python, right? And we could not go. We went, it's not the material I was just something that me I've done. I don't use my life here, I don't use one line of code. And at that time, in terms of to start learning how. But you have to get. For me now, if your thing is 25%, if you recruit me, I will go. If I come to your team, say, I'm tired of your company, I come to your company, I need out, I will go. Or the evaluation can be able to have that kind of freedom. For example, now, we are saying, we have so instead of I don't want I want to be I don't want to get that I want to be economic what do you call it economically friendly or what I don't want to be I want to be so but this book really explains everything about Africa someone like me. Okay. Okay. Hello, we have 10 minutes more. So if you have any question, please. Okay, sorry, before you ask a question, let's see this guy. How can I maximize this thing? Okay, look at chapter 5. It's not like the normal book, right? Because there are a lot of books in Africa, but this one is a lab-based book. So we talk about data analysis and visualization. We talk about why visualization fails. Why are you using data visualization, right? Can you see? Example, how to set your stuff settings in R. Can you see? We talk about the pipe operator. Talk about data analysis in R. With this, you can be on Fiverr and start collecting your money. Yes. Yes. Fiverr, you can be on Fiverr. Okay. Okay. So now look at several cases, and then look at the okay. Look at the this one now. What do you call it? Okay. Look at this one now. This is the concept of GG+2, right? So R are several chart functions. Of course, you can use base functions to create a chart. But now people are using them on GG+2 just like keyboard. Right? You know that Python copy in visualization. You know that keyboard, everything that is in keyboard is not grabbing GG+2. Right? And this thing shows, even if you don't know anything, if you don't know anything, once you can read, can you see? Once you can read, can you see bar chart? When are you seeing bar chart? How does it even look like? Can you see? Histogram. What is histogram? when should we use histogram? Can you see? This is a circular chart. Example of circular chart. Pie chart, donut chart. Where can we use them? Any limitation of using it? Can you see? And then after everything, we now have all of this. Can you see? Then when we have a code, then we now explain what the code is all about. So that I can easily recall, I can easily remember what is code. And if you read any book in Python, I don't know anybody who goes there in that level. Yeah. Nobody can say that, oh, I just learned this Python book and I know everything. But this one here. Now, to wrap this up, question, any question? Number one, whatever you learn, find a way to apply it. Don't just think in a day without going to any Nigeria is poor, I know, we are all Nigeria, right? We are all buying the same petrol and buying the same rice. But one thing is that what can you do to improve this country? See your best. For example, now, Peter buys Nigeria, who does not buy your front everybody here. It's not pay 1 hour, you carry money, and then it's a Nigeria like us, right? You want Nigeria to be Nigerian, to be a great person, right? And it's going to every year. Only God knows the amount is spent for this country. And the money happens physical, right? So I have the same thought, I have the same imagination, and everything will okay. Let's not have what the government will for us, but let us ask what we can give. What we can give to the economy, what we can give to Nigeria, right? And before you know it, you are also making progress. Okay. So that's just, if there's no question, they always apply for scholarship. Always apply for scholarship. All these things that we learn, put it in your CV. All those your activities, put in your CV. Define it. Don't lie. Make sure you do something. Use your energy. Do that thing. You get CV and pray towards it, and you get everything. You get it. When you get your result, just remember your kingdom. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody.
All right, good evening. So we've come to the end of the session. Let me just project his LinkedIn profile. So this is Mr. Ezekiel's LinkedIn profile. Oh, this for the sorry. Sorry.